the fact that I've been going through a lot. She got a virus and she's been pretty darn sick. To celebrate your triumphs is a very, very, very important thing. Hi, Mom. I know you are watching, Mom. I know you are my guiding light.
We have a Mary Poppins, who I love. My first love.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see you, and a very warm welcome if you're new here. My name is Rachel and I am here at Turn of the Century Antiques, which is where we work and play out here in Denver, Colorado. We are a family-owned doll shop, multi-generational, and we love doing all kinds of doll things and putting them on the internet. So hello, hello, hello. It's probably been a while. If you follow me, which thank you so much if you do. I love you so much. It's probably been a while since you've seen a fresh lifetime video that we've been doing, and I haven't filmed in almost about 3 weeks or so, almost a month. And part of that has been, there's a multitude of reasons, but a lot of it has been the fact that I've been going through a lot. And if you watch us on social media, you know, we've had a tremendous loss. One of my very good friends whom I loved very, very, very much, Jonathan Green, passed away in December. And that has been, it took the wind out of me. It has been so very much. And I thought when I came back for my next video, I would do a tribute video, or I would do a compilation video, or do something. I am still very deeply grieving his loss. And I need time to process, and I need space to do that. And I have been doing that. And this is a little graphic that Diana Vining made that I think is so beautiful. And I have my oversized Raggedy Andy. He's holding this right here. And I'm little by little doing different things. But in the very beginning when that happened, it was unexplainable. And it also took me by surprise. I have lost friends and people in my life, but this was just something completely different. And I'm still going through it. And so so many of you know what loss feels like and what that feels like, and it takes a lot of time. The fact that I'm able to even talk about it right now without crying is really good for me. It was 12 weeks before I could speak about my mom after, and then it was a few years before I could talk about her openly without crying. And so one of the big things, one of my goals for getting back into the swing of things, and I am so grateful that also I have had the time and space to grieve and I work every day, getting ready and getting dressed and filming a video and talking and putting yourself out on the internet. That's a whole different thing than calmly working alone in your store. One of the things that is really important to me and to my brand and for you and I and what I do is that I do content and I do videos. So my biggest goal this week was to film a video a day. I am very proud to be standing here right now because last night, I don't put all this out on social media, of course, but Holland Diane she got a virus and she's been pretty darn sick. And as a first-time mother, yesterday, I had all this stuff that I needed to get done for work, and I couldn't do any of it because she was very ill and she slept on me, and I cuddled her the whole day, which was such a blessing to be able to do that as her mother and be there for her and have that. But she's also an extremely active baby, toddler now, but I still call she's my baby. Anyway, she had all these symptoms and I was reading on it. I was talking to my other mom friends. I felt okay about it, but at around 8 o'clock last night, she was very, very atypically acting. And Derek and I decided to just take her to urgent care. This is why we pay for her health care, because I was afraid to go to sleep. And so I was like, this isn't gonna work. So we took her to urgent care. I'm gonna show you a picture of us in the waiting room and just how sad she looked. You can see this is not our typical Holland Diane. She's doing better now. I had her this morning, and then Derek came home at 1 so that I could come here and work. So I am grateful to my team who has been working hard all day and getting everything organized and done while I've been able to do that. You juggle so much as a parent and also like trying to run a company, but I am just so blessed to have people around me that can pitch in and help and work and do all of these things. So I'm so grateful. I am proud of myself though. I am here. I got myself together, even though I was up until almost 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday, because it's really important to me I love my job and I love what I do. And so I'm very motivated to also get back in the swing, which is making my content and doing what I do. This is what my mom did. She was such a hard worker, and that is what instilled in me my work ethic and the value of $1 and everything that I learned growing up. And so Holland Diane is going to see this too for her entire life of her parents working and trying. And also I know more than anything is that Jonathan Green would want me going back on and doing what I do, which is preaching the gospel of dolls, enjoying dolls, having fun, and putting out what I put out into the world, which is enjoyable doll content. So that's why I'm here. We have dolls coming, by the way. So the end of this video is going to be very fun. But I thought about him when I decided, Rachel, okay, it's been almost a month since you filmed anything. It's time to get back in the saddle. He would want that. He would want me to do that. So I have to show you a couple pictures, and then we're gonna talk about what else is gonna happen. So I don't know if you saw this on social media, but look at this cute picture. This is my mom and myself when I was, oh gosh, probably like maybe 10 months, 8 months. So sweet. Look at that. My mom was just absolutely delighted to have me. And I think I put it in the comments what you think, but I think Holland Diane and I look a lot alike at this age. We're two smiley, bald-headed babies, which is exactly what Holland Diane is most of the time when she's not sick. This is exactly how I feel about being a mom. I am just so delighted and proud to have my daughter. She's like my little Ferrari. I take her around everywhere and I'm just so proud of her. And that's how my mom felt too. She had been married to my dad for, gosh, I think like 22 years before it was time to have a baby. And even then he didn't even want to. And she said, well, we're going to. And then it was the best thing that ever happened to him. Right, Dad? If you're watching. And then he loved it. But I also found this picture too when I was pulling out some tax receipts and we were organizing earlier this week of just my mom. Here, that was at her first store right there. And with two, it looks like she's got a couple SFBJ crying babies. Oh my gosh, I remember that little one. So it's so fun when I find these pictures, and it really reminds me about what I'm doing and where I came from, and pictures are just wonderful. So I think we'll film this one and put it up. So what is happening though? We worked with the wonderful lady Nancy yesterday. We bought some dolls from her and we filmed a doll haul, which Tuesday. Well, and it doesn't matter. By the time this airs, it could be, who knows which day of the week it'll be. We usually get out our videos within about 48 hours of when we film them because our editor does an amazing job editing them. Thank you. So we did that, but then she wanted to come back and bring some vintage Barbie stuff, which Christopher is here. And Christopher, when I told you that, were you just like,
I am already excited.
He says he's already excited. Christopher loves dolls. He loves all kinds of dolls. But his first love is Barbie, which is what brought him to our shop. So we're gonna go through and just chat about, so it's no number ones or anything crazy, but it's just fun stuff to talk about. And that's part of the fun. It doesn't have to be over the top, it can just be fun. So that's what that is. And then she brought, and then there was just a couple like China head dolls, I think. We're gonna talk about the dolls, and then that's gonna be about it. It's a little bit doll playtime this afternoon. So I'm excited. We're gonna probably get a table together to put the dolls on. And then the next scene will be us chat. Hey, Christopher.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We're just zooming in a little bit because Christopher is our wonderful stylist for Grace and Elowen, and he is putting together our next mix and match event.
It's top secret.
It's top secret. It kind of is top secret, but not really, because we also love to show you stuff. So when we're over there and we're looking at the Barbies, maybe try to look at the background and get some views. Now, our factory has been working super hard to get us our items for the mix and match. And so our mix and match pieces are pieces that you mix and match with your other pieces to create incredible outfits. And that's what Christopher does. He takes the pieces, he takes just like a plain old, what would be just like a plain turtleneck, and styles it in a way that it's like, oh, so good with accessories. And we even have jewelry. I think we have 5 different kinds of necklaces coming and all kinds of fun stuff. But let's buy some Barbies, and then we're gonna chat about Barbies, and then maybe we'll look at a couple mix and match things, and then we'll see what else happens. So hi, Mom. I know you are watching, Mom. I know you are my guiding light. I think about my mom every day, and every day I am so grateful that she, in her passing, left us a place to work and to enjoy our lives and our careers and be able to keep on going. That's the thing, is keep going. Even if your biggest victory today was getting out of bed and showering and maybe putting on a little chapstick, sometimes that is a big victory. And so to celebrate your triumphs is a very, very, very important thing. And so for me, over the last few weeks, it started with showering and doing my hair and putting on cute makeup and putting on a cute outfit. That for me is something that I really enjoy, but it's also when I'm extremely sad, something I do not do. So this week when I was able to do that, and in the other videos, you're gonna see I'm wearing a cute outfit, I'm having cute hair. Now, is that stuff, do I go places when I feel good without it? Of course. Do I, on the weekends and sometimes at work, come to work without it? Of course. But it is part of who I am, and it is something that I typically do when I'm feeling good. And so for me, it was a huge victory to do that this week and to also get back in front of the camera and to start filming some of our wonderful doll content. So let's go dive into the next part. All right, we're here to chat dolls. Hi, Christopher.
Hello.
Are you having fun?
I am always having fun.
You're always...
It's a good day because we're gonna have extra fun today.
Extra fun today.
It's Barbie fun today.
It's Barbie fun. We got in a little hodgepodge of a lot of things. There's some China head dolls, various dolls over there, which we'll talk about.
These are clone boxes. These also might be like Tammy clone boxes. So they're like clone of clone.
They're clone of clones.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually like Barbie brand imitation boxes. I think these are imitation boxes of Tammy, who's not a clone of Barbie, but like arguably like might be.
Okay.
They're very cute though. I love the...
I like the graphics.
Yeah, so cute, right? I think they're very, very charming.
Very charming.
We've got a Queen Guinevere here, one of my favorite ensembles, on a talking Barbie. And we've done the test, but unfortunately she...
Have you ever
mute.
found one that worked?
I have not, actually. In fact, this is like... You can tell that the cord retracts probably just a little bit too quickly. I mean, obviously there's a mechanism inside that's broken, but like it shouldn't retract that fast. It's the smoothest one that I've seen. We actually have one mint in the box here at Turn of the Century that the pull string doesn't even work. So at least this one's smooth, but she's mute, but she's so pretty. Her lashes, I don't know if you can kind of see under there, are just really nice. They're not bent, they've not been cut, they've not been, you know, nothing. Got some good knee clicking action, at least in this one.
Can you hear it? Yeah.
Just a little bit, right? Everyone's favorite sound. She's a fun one. If you have not already seen our very popular fan favorite video that I did for the virtual doll convention, we had a Queen Guinevere there too. There's some really fun pack sets. This is probably 62 or 3. I think it's the full. We're just missing the, maybe the pants? Some of these came with glitter, some of them didn't. But we've got a good little skirt, top, belt moment from a pack set. I want to say this was probably 63. Really, really fun jumpsuit. I'm not as much of a mod collector, so sue me, but I know that this was a little bit later.
Is it Barbie? Is it Mattel?
Yeah.
I like it.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
They went like full Technicolor.
Oh yeah.
So fun. This is also a TNT, a twist and turn talking. I think this is a talking swimsuit, so this should come with a bottom. But a really
and that's
cute.
Mattel.
Mm-hmm.
With the yarn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a...
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But that's a really great sort of example of what the quality in Mattel sort of shifted to, right? When materials in the US became more difficult to purchase and then produce, you have things like embroidery and brocade and satin and velour and all these things, and you see the shift where maybe quality control had to take a budget cut. But it's really soft, it's tailored, it fits her well, but the scale of even the materials you can see really changed. Some beautiful mommy made things here. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a cape. Oh, cute, it's a cape.
Like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah. That is cute. Really nice satin. We have a Mary Poppins, who I love. My first love, Julie Andrews.
I think she's my ideal.
Right? I think so. I believe so.
It's probably marked on the back of her neck. Julie Andrews, you're a fan.
Love Julie Andrews. But also, if you don't, I just don't trust you. If you have a problem with Julie Andrews, you can clock out. You can go home. No, yeah, I don't see anything, but I believe she's ideal. So cute. The wonderful woman that sold us these dolls, I think she said that there were 1 or 2 other ensembles that she came with. So this, I believe, God, doll collectors are going to come after me. I think this is, it's either Tammy or, this is Tammy's friend. What is her name?
This is Tammy's friend? We better Google it. I thought it was a clone Tammy, but...
This is one of Tammy's friends. And I always thought that Tammy was much cuter. Kind of like Midge. Everyone has to have a slightly less pretty friend, I guess. I'll have to research her. In here, we have one of my favorites. This is Tootie. I think Tootie always looks like she's up to no good, which I think leads to her charm. Clearly, this particular Tootie was up to no good, and she's lost a hand.
Oh my gosh, she's lost her arm.
But she's fun because this actually shows you, her entire body is just wire. So rather than having like 3-click knees or a twist and turn waist, like her entire body is posable. And if you know anything about early Mattel dolls, you can see a little bit of it happening. They didn't respond well to coppers and metals and things. Famously, an example of that is green ear, so Barbie's ears will often change color. You will see Tootie sometimes her entire body just turns green, which I think is cute in its own way, but it's really jarring. Oh, she is sticky. Yeah, you can see the chew mark. Someone went to town on her. Gross. But she's very charming. I think she looks a little bit mischievous, and this one has been well loved and lots of character. Lots of hair, too. Like, that's, for a doll that size, like, that's a lot of hair.
It's a lot of hair.
We've got a Skipper here. This is an original Skipper, straight leg, no bend. Somebody gave her a little bit of a makeover. She's got some DIY eyeshadow, but she's cute. She's missing her headband. She has her swimsuit. She's missing some shoes, but she's the classic Skipper.
Classic Skipper.
This is Skipper's friend, Scooter. This is
Scooter! Yes.
Usually, well, this might be factory. It looks like it is. That's the original elastic. Scooter usually has 2 pigtails, at least the ones that I've seen. But she's very cute. My understanding is that, like, I guess Scooter and Midge and Alan and Ricky, they must all be, like, maybe they're not related, but they look related. Like, that looks like Midge, who looks like Ricky, who looks like Alan. I think, do you know what I mean? I think they have to be related, but maybe not. Weird family dynamic. Pop off in the comments.
Pop off in the comments.
Really sweet wedding dress. I don't know who this is for. It's very pretty.
There's a lot of cute homemade things in here, too.
A lovely garnish for any outfit. A hat.
Obviously, not Barbie size.
You know, only with that attitude. This could be like I don't know, you gotta really commit. Got some lovely fashion. Oh, there's Ricky. See? No, come on. They are related.
With the freckles, it looks like it, but they're 2 completely different sculpts.
Totally. But they know each other. So cute. In fact, I think they're even the same. They're the same body. So Skipper, Scooter, and Ricky all share a body. They all have the same bodies. This is Skipper's version of Red Flare. I always forget the name of this, but a lot of the time you'll see matching outfits for Skipper and Barbie, right? Like younger, older sister matching, very 60s. And this had a coat, so you have the coat as well. Really sweet. The texture of this is really nice. This is still in really nice shape. It's vibrant. It's not losing any sort of its texture here. There's no real staining. Like, this looks really nice. This was a part of a fun accessories collection. I think this is Dogs and Duds. And you can see the entire body is just like one big pipe cleaner.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
He looks like a pipe cleaner.
He's totally a pipe cleaner. Certainly the cutest pipe cleaner I've ever seen. But this set came with, there was kind of like a saddle, like a plaid saddle and a leash and all kinds of other things. This came, I think, with an accessories pack. These look homemade, very cute, nice blue. I don't recognize this, but it's a YKK zipper, which actually I guess doesn't mean anything. YKK zippers you could purchase and make your own things, but that looks very nice for homemade. Regardless, if you know anything about this very cute red cow print hoodie, then let us know. So this is one of Skipper's crinolines. This came with like a hand mirror and some other like under something is the name of this. Just something sweet that you could have underneath one of her skirts, right? Kind of puff it out a little bit underneath. You've got a pajama set for Skipper that came with a robe and a stuffed cat. Here's the robe and a little image of said cat. So cute. This is very a la nighty negligee for Barbie. Barbie came with a stuffed dog, so this is kind of, again, the matching set for Skipper. I think it had slippers, but I don't see the slippers. Oh, here's the saddle for the dog. So we've got like some decent pieces for like a set, right? It's not complete. These are all well-loved pieces that somebody really, really enjoyed, but took good care of, like not everything's, all gone. Pajama set came with a phone, and here's that hand mirror, which came with actually lots of sets. This is a Barbie one. It has a little bee on the top there, if you can see that.
Oh.
And then this, I believe, I thought this was Barbie's mask, but maybe it's Skipper's. So there was a Halloween set where Ken, Barbie, and Skipper all have like a masquerade set. There should be, I think those are the shoes for it there. But some pieces of a full set. So, and also, like, this is just paper. It's still in good shape. Lots of early Barbie structures and furniture and accessories and things were really fragile. I mean, this whole dog is a pipe cleaner, right? So anything that you have that's 60 or more years old and it's made of paper and wire, it's a miracle when you have still something intact. This is one of the earlier Kens. You can't tell because he's missing quite a bit of it, but he is a flocked hair Ken. He's real stiff. He's very sticky. He's been affectionately cared for, but you can see some bald patching where he maybe would have had hair before, and that's kind of coming undone there. I believe flocked Kens only came in brunette and blonde, and if you can find a redhead, he's probably one that someone... Oh, he's been to war. He's been to war, poor thing. Well-loved Ken. I love the innovation of children. This is such a fascinating, wonderful glimpse into the imagination of children, mm-hmm. and why these mean so much to people.
Yeah.
This was a friend, and you're repairing your friend, and I just think that's profound and really endearing. Anywho, this is a Ken that has some of his pieces here. This is a piece of one of my favorite sets for Ken. This is called Terry Togs, and this would come with a razor. This came with slippers. It came with a towel that said his, like Barbie had one for hers. It had tighty whities underpants and a sash for the robe, and like he'd just gotten out of the shower. I love this set. It's so silly. Pajama set. This would have came with an alarm clock and an apple, but it's in good shape. Pajamas. A nice knit cardigan for him. I can't remember if this was a pack piece or if this was like one of his actual ensemble. In fact, I think these are the shorts and socks that go with this cardigan, so he's just missing the shirt. But I love this. This is gonna like stick with me all day. The fact that he's, I don't know, just very
repaired.
Yeah, love that. Very, very sweet. We've got one of my favorite cases here. I love the illustration of this, and this often comes in like a his and hers version. So this one is all pink all around, and then on the inside you've got a Barbie half that's pink and a Ken half that's blue on the inside. This has some really fun pieces. The first thing that I'm noticing is, again, one of my favorite jackets. This is a piece called Peachy Fleecy, and it appears as though someone has gone back and glued on their own fur trim, because this coat doesn't come this way. It doesn't have a fur trim, but it looks as though someone added their own to it, and it's real. It's beautiful fur. This would normally come with a little hat, and it has a feather on it, a very sought-after purse, and some gloves. This came as a part of a couple sets. This was a very popular dress. Golden Evening Splendor. It's a couple pieces, but this came as both its own sheath and as a part of a set. We've got Candy Striper, which is so cute. This has a lot of accessories, so if you can find this in like intact as a whole piece, there's some really small, hard to find accessories that come with this set. And I think I saw the hat in here somewhere. This is handmade. This is mommy made. Very cute though. Oh wait, this is from Mary Poppins. Just kidding. This is totally for her. This is the look that would have had the parasol and the animated number with the penguins. So cute. Here's Barbie's nighty negligee. The woman that sold us these pieces was relaying a really sweet story about I think it was her mother, or maybe her grandmother, that was a seamstress in Los Angeles, and she had made these pieces for her doll. And I think this is really beautiful. This is very 60s. This is very Bye Bye Birdie, like Anne Margaret to me. So cute. I love that. I love the top of the fringe. This, I don't recognize it. I think this is mommy made. We've got some more that I believe that's from Mary Poppins pieces. Red sheath. This came as a couple pieces. Looks like it's had a little crop job on the bottom here. I know that when I was a kid, I customized all of my pieces for my dolls and subsequently ruined some myself, but there's something about making something your own when it's yours, right? They're your dolls, do what you want with them.
That's right.
Here we've got one of my personal favorites. This is Fashion Queen Barbie. This is that kind of example of green ear. If you're new to collecting Barbie, this is your biggest enemy. She is prone to some really lovely bruising, or so it looks like, with green ear. This is an interesting doll because Fashion Queen Barbie came two different ways. You could buy Fashion Queen Barbie as the doll, and she came in a set with a swimsuit, and she came with shoes, and she came with wigs and all of these things. And then she also came as a wig wardrobe, like separate piece, and you could buy just her head and 3 wigs. So the idea is that you can kind of pop off Barbie's head from her body and replace that head with the Fashion Queen one, and then you have Fashion Queen Barbie if you already have your own doll. But maybe you wanted a second one or a third one or what have you. You could buy them together. This Fashion Queen head is on a different body. So the doll came out at the same time, or around the same time as Midge did. So usually this doll would be seen on what's known as a Midge Barbie body, and you can consult the markings on the back to see what that looks like. This is just a Barbie body, and if you look really close, it says Pat's Penned, short for Pat's Pending. This is a solid body. It's obviously seen some wearing, but she has red fingernail polish and a solid body and markings that tell me that this looks like a number 4. So I'd imagine this was a number 4 ponytail that somebody probably bought the wig wardrobe set for and then just popped this head on. But she's in, all things considered, pretty good shape. Something else that you might notice are these sort of molded ridge marks just above the hip or just below the hip. This is something that they were able to fix with number 5 dolls, but is common on 3s and 4s. So if you see those markings and you're not quite sure what doll you have, maybe you have kind of a Frankenstein's creation doll of multiple limbs, you can at least know from the dating of the legs there approximately what year this was. Yeah, she's fun. She's really heavy.
That is super helpful.
Right?
Yeah.
This is from Campus Sorority Meeting? What is this called? Comes with a pencil skirt and a little like bowler cap and a pair of brown mules. And what are those called when you've got like a sleeveless turtleneck?
Isn't it a dickie when it's just the turtleneck?
I think so. So the dickie like stops here, right?
Yeah.
It's like just like I'm wearing a shirt, but you're not wearing a shirt.
But you're not, yeah.
This has a sweater under it, but it doesn't have sleeves.
Okay.
A very popular fan favorite Friday night date. This is missing some of the appliques here, but it's the pinafore and the dress, and it's looking like it has some hitchhikers there, but very sweet. Yeah, some very old decaying bug bodies. Good for them. They found
Let's see.
We got some teeny tiny little like baby buggy carcasses. Just barely
This happens.
there. Yeah, all the time. This is the coziest place to curl up and die is in a Barbie dress.
Yes, it is.
That's my dream. That's how I'm gonna go. I love this dress. This is hard to find. This doesn't have. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, does this not have a tag? Now you can't quite tell if this is a TM or an R tag because the fringe kind of gives way. But this comes with 2 ribbons just across the torso here, and you can see some staining from one of them. It has an orange ribbon and it has a yellow ribbon. And the TM dresses had smaller bows, and actually I have one at home I can bring in and compare with this, but as they kept producing this dress and changed the trademark, the bows got bigger, so you can kind of see, do I have a big bow version or a small bow version, and kind of look at what that means for you as a collector. Got a little bit of career girl here. I at least see the coat and the pencil skirt. In here somewhere we may have the matching hat and the shirt underneath. I don't see anything so far. This looks like a Tammy piece, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's for Tammy. Little jumper. This is from the college set with Ken and Midge and Barbie. I know we've got the kind of band leader coat. Somewhere I saw the hat. Here we go. And there's a baton somewhere. This comes with, I thought it came with a skirt, but it must be shorts. Oh, and here is the little tiny hat for the sorority meeting ensemble. So that goes with that little sweater there. Oh, it was a skirt. Okay, so you've got like a little skirt moment with this, and I think the baton is somewhere in here. This came as, I believe it came as just its own set, but you could also get this in a gift set with Barbie and Midge and Ken, and maybe Ellen, but I don't think so. I think it was just the three of them. For a pretty penny, you could get all three together, dressed and ready to go. This is from an ensemble I think called Crisp and Cool, Cool and Crisp. Maybe it's the wrong purse. It looks like it, but it's a fun little vinyl purse. It's just a very silly, thin and flimsy purse. This looks like a homemade cushion of some kind, maybe for a chair seat. A couple classic Barbie swimsuits. So I would imagine at one point or another, this body anyway came in one of these, right? Maybe we had a couple ponytail Barbies at one point. We've got, this is Sweet Dreams. Oh, what is this called? Oh, these are two of these. So this would come with a top and a pair of shorts and a bunch of accessories, but we have two tops here. So I would imagine at one point, maybe we were gifted two Barbie dolls. We've got two striped swimsuits, and then maybe as a Christmas surprise, you were given the pajama set to go with her. This, I believe, is what goes underneath. Oh, no. I thought this was the Career Girl shirt, but this is a jersey suit, so after they stopped making Barbie with ponytails in these swimsuits, they changed to bubble cuts and swirl ponytails in these swimsuits. It's a really thick red jersey elastic one piece with shoulder straps. We got some mules. We got a hot water bottle for the Candy Striper volunteer. Looks like a bottle for Barbie babysits. Some sunglasses. We have the rolling pin from Barbie Q. Love that outfit. This looks like maybe a Midge top. Is that big enough for Midge? Yeah, I think so. This would have been the swimsuit for her, and it comes with a separate bottom. Oh, it would be that. That's the bottom, and there's the swimsuit top. So somewhere there's a Midge floating around maybe as well in a collection. Couple random pieces here, right? And then this is something holiday. Comes with a white pair of shorts and a little hat somewhere. This is the hat for Candy Striper. So that's actually,
that's cute.
It's a decent set. You don't have the whole thing, but you've got the very basics, right? Isn't that sweet?
That's cute.
Now, you can also see that there's a really nice kind of stiff headband in here that keeps it on her head. Oftentimes, because it's intended to be bendable wire, it will often kind of loosen or give way as it gets older. So maybe you'll see like this underneath the Suburban Shopper hat or Plantation Belle, right? And then maybe that loosens and breaks and it's hard to stay on, but this one's still nice and firm and intact. So you can kind of get a look at what that might look like if she were, giving you a hot water bottle. Fun pieces. This is fun. This is from a Sew Free pattern from Mattel. So if you wanted to make your own clothes for Barbie, as opposed to maybe purchasing them, but didn't feel confident in your sewing skills, they had pieces that you could just cut out and sort of fold together, and then they were like adhesives, and you could just have a sew-free outfit for her. Idea. And this came with a whole outfit, but we've still got the purse for her. Yeah, this is a fun one. Fun. Last but not least, this is a fun one. This is Twiggy. This was, if not the first, it was the second celebrity doll Mattel made. I can't remember if it was Twiggy or if it was Truly Scrumptious from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, who I love. That doll is so crazy. But this is Twiggy. Her hair looks great. It looks like she spent most of her time kind of comfortably stored away. Her lashes, again, look really nice, so you can kind of see that they're still straight, they're not bent, they haven't been cut, maybe they're, no missing plugs. They're just sewn into her eyes, so often, with play, the lashes look really crazy, but she looks good. She's known for her eyelashes, and they're in nice shape. She's got some great, strong knees, love that, and a really sweet ensemble, matching. I love a matching lining. This looks like it's homemade, but very pretty. Yeah, no tag. We've got a Francie here, same size as Twiggy. Again, falling victim to a little bit of greening here. So she has pierced ears. It looks like she's probably been treated for green ear. So because it's sort of a blown out diffused stain, it's not really concentrated or very dark. You can see kind of where the perimeter stops. That's probably where the staining grew to, but normally the very center of it would be really, really dark, kind of like that fashion queen we saw. This looks like she's maybe been treated for green ear because it's as pale as it is. It looks like maybe she's had some eyeshadow as well painted on, and this is a great way to show you kind of what happens to eyelashes as they get old. So clearly this Francie was a favorite, and she's only got a couple little hairs there. But she's looking good, and she's got some pretty solid knees. Love those rain boots. So silly.